watching Good Day Kentucky on ABC 36.
Hello, welcome back. The Henry Clay Memorial Foundation has released a call for commissioned artwork to honor the people once enslaved at Ashland.
Joining us today to talk more is Ashland's Executive Director, Mr. Jim Clark. Jim, so good to see you this morning.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Okay, so what is this all about? Tell us what's going on.
Well, a few years ago, we introduced a new tour called Traces Slavery at Ashland. And since that time, more interest has grown in this project and understanding the people that were enslaved at Ashland. And just as the Clay family memorialized Henry Clay through Ashland of the physical preservation of the buildings and the landscape, we thought that there needed to be a physical reminder of the enslaved people at Ashland. And the best way to do that would be through a creation of a memorial. So we've put out this call for artists, and we're hoping to get a lot of artists responding. It's a national call. And we know that the interest is really high in this, and people wanting to know more about that part of our history.
Do we know what kind of medium that you guys prefer, or does it really matter? You're just waiting to be inspired by something.
Exactly. Artists can always surprise you. And that's why we've asked for artists first to send in their qualifications. Have they worked at a historic site? Have they worked on issues of memorialization? And specifically, have they worked with community groups? Because we're going to reactivate our community advisory board that worked with us to create the Traces Tour. Because we know that it's not just whether or not the staff or the board like the piece. The community needs to respond to that, and because it's much larger than just us.
So the process would include that artist, if you guys like what their work was before. You have to work together, though, because they have to understand this story.
Right.
You know, in order to display or depict it the way you guys want, or the way it should be depicted.
And that takes a special artist. I mean, a lot of artists want to work in their studios and not be bothered by people.
Right.
But in this case, we need an artist who wants to be engaged with people. And we hope through this call for artists that we'll select 3 artists where we will commission proposals. So we will pay them to create full-blown proposals, and out of that we hope to select one that would be realized by 2025.
Okay, I was going to ask you, what's the timeline for when you hope to have this completed? So by 2025.
Yep. It'll give me time to raise money.
Yes.
Because the budget is $250,000.
Wow.
2025 is the 250th anniversary of the city, and 2026 is the 250th anniversary of our nation, but it's also the 100th anniversary of the foundation. So we figured that this was a good time to be doing something like this.
Yeah. So if there are artists out there today that want to, reach out about this, what's the best way to do that? Or if someone who just wants to find out more information about Ashland as well?
If they go online, Lex Arts is running the call for artists for us, so they're facilitating that process. So you can get the application through Lex Arts.
Perfect. And then once this is all done, what do you hope people take away from seeing this memorial?
I think because we don't know what it looks like, I know we want to create a space that is contemplative and respectful. So I guess I'm more concerned about what does it feel like.
Right.
And is it creating a space where people can think about that history and the people that were enslaved there?
It was great to tell all-encompassing the whole story of Ashland.
Well, and that's because Henry Clay, his life politically and personally was about slavery. I mean, the 2 of his 3 great compromises dealt directly with the growth of the nation and also controlling the spread of slavery. So it's all intertwined.
It absolutely is. Okay, so if you'd like to learn more, what's the website?
If you go to either Lex Arts or to henryclay.org.
Yes, perfect.
Jim, thank you.
Good to see you.
Great, thank you.
All right, you're watching Good Day Kentucky. We'll be right back after this.